All right, welcome to the show. We are live in New York City.
How are you today?
We are right outside 26 Federal Plaza where ICE had been raiding the courthouses.
Look at all of the people that have come out to Holy Square to demand that ICE leave and get out of New York City. The Trump administration says that immigrants are invading this country and our communities. But no, it is ICE that is invading our communities. It is ICE that is coming to the streets of Jackson Heights, Queens, to Brooklyn, to Staten Island, to strike fear in our communities. And so the Trump administration is trying to send millions of dollars to send agents, National Guard, the FBI, to Los Angeles for the people who have stood up and said no more. Friends, brothers and sisters, we are gathered here today because we know that the only way we will win is if we are organized and we are fighting together. We will not leave our immigrant brothers and sisters behind. This action wouldn't have possible without the work of all the immigrant rights organizations that have been putting in the work day in and day out, even before the Trump administration, under the Biden administration, under the Bush administration, under the Obama administration. And so I want to introduce first a good friend and comrade of the struggle, Jorge from Endolon.
When I say migra, you say chinga. Migra, 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 migra. When I say ice, you say out. Ice, ice, ice. When workers' rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants' rights are under attack, what do we do? When workers' rights are under attack, what do we do? We are here to tell them when they telling us that our strategies are getting aggressive. There are people that's getting aggressive when we responded. We are here to tell them, you are getting aggressive in Los Angeles. Your agents, ICE agents are getting aggressive in every single state. You are getting in our barrios. You are getting in our counties. You are getting in our cities. And we will want to make sure to kick you out and to make sure that we abolish ICE. Yes or no? We will keep fighting like our abuelos and abuelas teaching us. We will keep struggling. We will keep resisting. And we will keep taking ICE out of every single part. And our strategies are going to get aggressive when you're getting aggressive. Day labor corners have been targeted by ICE lately. We want to make sure that our allies, that our brothers and sisters, white, come out to take a corner and protect one of the corners. Get out, do something. This is the time to be. And where do you want to be? You want to be on the side of the history of oppression, on the side of the history of exclusion, on the side of the history of protecting and resisting, and activism is the time now. Thank you so much.
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? you so much, Jorge. Let's give another round of applause. We know that for us, the immigrant rights struggle isn't just a battle for today or tomorrow. It is a struggle that we will long fight until immigrants can live in this country with dignity and freedom. So I am so glad that we are out here today. I want to give a shout out to all of the different boroughs that mobilized to show that ICE needs to leave this city and leave this state. And one of the proud champions who have spoken out about this and said that we need to protect our immigrant communities is council member. She is a proud Boricua. Council member Alexa Avilés.
All right, let's start with a chant, y'all. I'm going to say ICE and you say pa fuera, which means out of here. ICE! Pa fuera! ICE! ICE! That's right, we do not want ICE here in no part of our city. My name is Alexa Avilés and I'm the proud representative of District 38 Sunset Park Red Hook and the proud chair of the Immigration Committee at the New York City Council. And we have been telling not only Trump and his band of bigots, but the mayor of this city that we are not down with this deportation agenda. That's right. We are not down with this violence that they are putting against our communities, and we will stand up and what? We will stand up and what? That's right. We are going to stand up and fight back and with everything we have. Because if you think that this issue is not about you, you are mistaken. This issue is about you. It is about your neighbors. It is about the bodegueros. It is about the workers of this country. So it is about you. So we need all of you to stand up and fight back. We need all of you to organize your neighbors because they may be able to get rid of a few of us, but they cannot get rid of all of us. We are unafraid. We will not be bullied in our city. And we will continue to say, pa fuera con ICE, pa fuera con ICE, pa fuera con ICE. My friends, familia, por favor, yo sé que ustedes tienen miedo, que tienen temor, pero yo quiero que ustedes sepan que estamos aquí para luchar con ustedes, porque somos una familia. Sepan que estamos peleando. Juntos podemos. Juntos somos poderosos y ellos están preocupados por eso. Pero nosotros no estamos preocupados. Nosotros sabemos cuál es la lucha. La lucha es estar uno a los otros. Juntos podemos. Porque el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. 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 So lastly, my friends, before I step off, I want you to know, do not despair. And as all of you know, do not obey in advance. We will fight for our democracy. We will fight for our right to dissent. We will fight for our freedom of free speech. We will fight for this multiracial democracy that is here before you every step of the way. So thank you. Thank you. Continue to organize. We need it. We need all of you out in the streets. We need you to talk to your neighbors, to let them know that this okie doke, this bullshit that they're doing, that we are not afraid and we will continue to fight. So thank you, mi gente. Gracias.
Thank you so much. Let's give another round of applause. I'm gonna do a chant. You ready? One struggle, one fight. All unite for human rights. On struggle, one fight. All unite for human rights. One struggle, one fight. All unite for migrant rights. One struggle, one fight. All unite for migrant rights. Struggle, one fight. All unite for migrant rights. All unite for migrant rights. Before I introduce this next organization and speaker, I want to share a little anecdote. I came to this country when I was 3 years old on a visitor visa, and I was undocumented for most of my life. And I only found out about being undocumented in high school, when a lot of undocumented kids find out that they're undocumented. And it was this organization, the Youth Leadership Council, that was doing the work day in and day out to show that immigrant students shouldn't live in fear in this city. It was the Youth Leadership Council that was teaching young people across this city that they were undocumented and unafraid. So I am honored to introduce Xavier from the New York State Youth Leadership Council.
New York City, make some noise! You can do better than that. New York City, make some fucking noise! Move, ICE, get out the way! Get out the way, ICE, get out the way! Move, ICE, get out the way! Get out the way, ICE, get out the way! Move, ICE, get out the way! Get out the way, ICE, get out the way! Move, ICE, get out the way! Get out the way, ICE, get out the way! Thank you! Okay guys, I look upon you all with warm and tender hearts. It is such a pleasurable reminder that humanity still exists. Despite many language barriers, our cries and humanity remain universal. A mother's cry is universal. The cries of children are universal. I want you all to understand that there is more that connects us than separates us. It is my hope that my voice echoes the heartfelt gratitude of our undocumented siblings who are being disappeared each second. It is my hope that the voice of Marie-Ange Blaise, an undocumented woman from Haiti who died in ICE custody, will amplify shame! Who died in ICE custody would amplify from my voice into your ears, hearts, and soul. Also, I do believe that the multitude of my undocumented siblings in hiding thanks you through me. Let this serve as a reminder that we see and honor you for showing up. Let me be clear. The oppressors may succeed in disappearing a few of us. However, what they will never be able to erase is history. Therefore, We choose to be on the right side of history, and that is on the side of the people, on the side of our undocumented siblings. Our oppressors can remove books, literature, and bodies, but they cannot remove the will of the people. We will amplify our voices and pass our stories down from generation to generation. What is our rage in response to? Our rage is in response to the unjustified prosecution our undocumented siblings face as they flee persecution. Our rage is in response to our communities being dismantled. Our rage is in response to the casual racism and the isolation to the valuability of our bodies to a piece of paper. Our rage is something we should all share and identify with. Our rage will set us free. The rage of the oppressed will not be criminalized in the face of social injustice. We will rage because our immigration system is and has been preoccupied by white supremacy and privilege, anti-blackness, settler colonialism, and anti-brownness. Siblings, we are witnessing contemptuous racist anger. The attacks we're witnessing is to remind us that we should never consider ourselves equal to white people. You can make some noise while I find the rest of it. What we're witnessing is contemptuous racist anger. The attacks we're witnessing is to remind us that we should never consider ourselves equal to white people. What we're witnessing now is the reinforcement of colonialism and metropolitan racism. We are viewed by our oppressors as threats, an infection, and signs of societal decline. However, we are mothers, fathers, confidants, workers, students, siblings, and neighbors. And to our elected officials, we are tired of seeing the repeated social media posts. Put your phones down and get on the front lines. Pass New York for All Act. Use your authority. Why aren't you enforcing the Constitution of the United States? You took an oath to protect the Constitution and the people. Show up. And to my white siblings and those who are white passing, we need your bodies to shield us. We need you to hold those who side with racist, xenophobic values accountable. Do you hear me? Despite the limited resources our undocumented siblings have, our families remain happy. This upsets our oppressors. They have it all, and yet they remain miserable. I know what it is to have my parents deported. I know what it is to be separated from my family. I know what it is to be told that one of my parents died at sea. I know what it is to see 30+ coffins of people who died by sea seeking a better life. My God, how can people be so soulless and yet praise God in the same breath? God have mercy, what a show. I've seen the parents of my friends stripped away from them as they yelled for help. Who do we call for help? Helps come from community. Community is the solution. I speak from experience. I speak from hurt and anger because no one is illegal on stolen land. Considering the persecutions we are facing, I am hopeful that we will get through this. We always get through hard times. However, we must remain united. We must share resources and look out for each other. We must show up and every day if we have to. Rest and drink all water. Take care of your bodies because we need you. Look at me. Take a deep breath in. Sigh. I know you're hurt, disappointed, and tired, but good wins. We won't allow hate and evil to take over our city. Most importantly, God changed his heart, and we are waiting for you to show up. Lastly, I will say, I prophesy, and you say prophesy, okay? I prophesy. No. I prophesy, and you say prophesy, okay? I prophesy that we will have joy again. I prophesy we will gain agency over our bodies again. I prophesy we will be in community again. I prophesy we will be free. I prophesy love will win. I prophesy community will show up. Period.
Thank you, Xavier. Up with liberation. Up with liberation. Down with deportation. Down with deportation. Up with liberation. Up with liberation. Down with deportation. Down with deportation. All right. It is my honor to introduce the next speaker. Linda Sarsour has been a stalwart of our community, of immigrant organizing for civil rights, for human rights, for women's rights in New York City and all across the world. I'm honored. Thank you.
What up, New York City? I am a proud, unapologetic daughter of Palestinian immigrants. My parents chose to come to this country so that I wouldn't have to be born under a military occupation. My parents sacrificed everything, left their families, left their parents, left everything that they loved so that they could come to this country to give me better opportunities. So you better believe that I'm going to make my parents' journey to this country worth it. Your presence here today in New York City is a message to our immigrant neighbors, to our families, to immigrant students, to our workers, that they belong here, that we love them, that our city wouldn't be what it is without them, that we are ready to put our bodies on the line for them. Never underestimate your power as an individual when you choose to come outside. This is the time to post on your social media, to pan the crowd, and to send a message to those that you love. We got you. We got you. And for the liberals in our midst who are too busy focused on condemning protesters in Los Angeles, it's shame. Take that energy and focus it on the state violence that is being used against our communities. We have every right to defend those that we love. The root of this problem is not protesters. The root of this problem is masked men who are kidnapping mothers and fathers and students in our communities. abolition of ICE. And that call continues today. Liberals and Democrats called us radical. Democrats defended ICE and in fact gave them more resources. So I'm not really feeling the clutching of pearls when it is you, the Democratic Party and Democratic leadership, that gave ICE the resources and tools to attack our communities. I also don't like symbolic. If you truly stand as a political leader for immigrant communities, come outside. Put your body on the line. When we're being asked to take care of the corners, we're always willing to take care of our corners. But it's time for the political leadership to take care of the corners, because that's why we elected you where you are. Let us be clear that this is not about who's legal or who's illegal. Because as my brother said, there is no one illegal on stolen land. This is about a war on immigrants and people of color. Just yesterday I stood in the same spot. The implementation of a new Muslim and African ban began yesterday. Surprise, surprise, that the countries that are on the list are all black and brown and mostly Muslim majority countries. Interestingly enough, Eastern European countries ain't on it. No white majority countries are on it. So, I don't need anyone to explain to me what's happening in this moment. What we're asking of all of you and all those who are not here today, the time to get ready is right now. We need this administration to know we are not afraid. I am not afraid. We have to remember that this administration is going to cities like Los Angeles. They're going to Chicago. They're in New York. Notice why. Donald Trump is exposing what we already knew. That we have weak Democratic leadership that cannot defend our communities. Shame on Eric Adams. Shame on Eric Adams. And I know that some of us here differ on tactics and strategies. And I hope that at least we share the same values and principles. And so I'm going to share one strategy. And some of you may not agree with my strategy, but it's one of many strategies. And that is, you have a mayoral election that's coming up here in New York City. And let me be very clear that the ballot box is not how we're going to get free. But the ballot box helps us to, number one, alleviate some of the harm that we are seeing done to our community. So center those who are the most harmed. The second thing that it does, it helps us to continue to build the conditions for a movement to succeed. So when you have a mayor that you know is not going to send NYPD to brutalize protesters and to suppress and criminalize students on college campuses, that means something. That means something. See, when people come and see these rallies, and I mean all the media outlets and all the elected officials that watch from these towers, you know what they say about people like us? They say they just outside. These people don't involve themselves in politics. These people are not voters, so we don't care about what they got to say. I hope that in this election, you send a strong and unequivocal message that you will elect pro-free speech, pro-immigrant, pro-boycott divestment, pro-Palestinian. And you had one. Alexa Avilés is one of those comrades. And people like Alexa can only thrive with people like you. And so I'm just going to say this because you're expecting me to say this, and I'm going to say it here. And a lot of these organizations are 501c3 organizations, so I'm speaking on my own personal behalf. June 14th is early voting. June 14th to June 22nd. And then June 24th is election day. As we continue to defend immigrants and defend marginalized people in New York City, I hope you join me to elect Zohran Mamdani as the next mayor of New York City. And in the meantime, I'm actually very happy because I think most of you agree with me, which I wasn't sure, but I took a great risk here and I feel very proud of myself that I did that. But in the meantime, as I said earlier, that's only one tactic of many tactics. And I respect all tactics because as long as you are all taking us to freedom, you're taking us to liberation, and you're taking us towards a country that respects every single human being in all of their dignity, then I'm on your team. ICE out of New York! 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 ICE out of New York!
That's right, we want ICE out of New York. And right now the Trump administration is having an all-out assault, not just on immigrants, not just on people of color, but all working class people in this country. The Trump administration is trying to pass what he calls the One Big Beautiful Bill. And so it is no wonder that he is trying to attack people who are trying to protest and use their democratic right to free speech. So we want to stand not just here, but with all of the cities who are coming out right now who are protesting. There are protests out in Los Angeles, out in San Francisco, out in Austin, out in Atlanta, out in Chicago, all across the country. All right, I'll stop speaking now. Next, I want to introduce our council member, Hanife. She represents Brooklyn, which is the home of over 900,000 foreign-born people. Give it up for our council member.
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Councilmember Hanife, I represent neighborhoods in Brooklyn, Park Slope, Kensington, the Columbia waterfront, surrounding neighborhoods. I'm a proud daughter of Bangladeshi immigrants. I'm the proud daughter
of immigrants who are formerly undocumented immigrants. And in my community, everyone feels anxious. Their lives feel uncertain. They don't know if they'll be next when they go for a court appearance, that the agents will trick them into detention. We saw what happened to high schooler Dylan, also a delivery worker. Shame. And we heard about the other high school student who also similarly went to a check-in and was tricked into detention. Stop the attacks and assaults on our students! And the Department of Education should not allow the assaults to take place in the first place. Should ICE be on Rikers? Should ICE be in our schools? Should ICE be in our hospitals? Mayor Adams. Has made it clear that he doesn't care about working class people. He does not care about any one of us. He is collaborating with Trump to use his tactics. He's complicit. He wants to bring out the military. He's okay with ICE attacking our communities. And so while the election is important, I want to share about a piece of legislation that I have that would lead into ensuring that our city remains a sanctuary city. We will not allow Adams to make unilateral decisions to soften sanctuary city. We will not. Anyone who is a victim to illegal collusion by local law enforcement, helping ICE, aiding ICE, would get a private right of action and recourse. This bill would strengthen sanctuary city protection so that we can fight back against ICE. This bill now has 30 sponsors. That's the majority of the city council. Majority of the city council. I need you to push for the New York City Trust Act. Say it with me. New York City Trust Act. New York City Trust Act. Keep showing up. Keep bugging your elected officials. Keep calling out Mayor Adams' bullshit. From the streets to City Hall, we are not stopping. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's do another one. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Brick by brick, wall by wall. This racist system's got to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Brick by brick, wall by wall. This racist system's got to fall. This racist system's got to fall. All right. How many of y'all have been out on the streets for Palestine over the past 2 years? We have said for the whole time that Palestine will free us all. Palestine has shown us the way to be steadfast and to struggle and to be organized. And so I am honored to introduce our next speaker from the Palestinian Youth Movement, Yusuf.
Hey everyone, how are we doing? All right, my name is Yusuf and I'm an organizer with the Palestinian Youth Movement. For the last year and a half, the Palestinian people have been going through an unimaginable struggle. So I'm going to take a minute to talk about what's been happening on the ground in the last month and then bring it back to the struggle right here in our streets. Sound good? So now it's been over 100 days that Israel has completely blocked off all food and water from entering the Gaza Strip. This is the longest total closure of the Strip in the history of the siege. Shame! In the last 2 weeks, we've seen mass killings at so-called aid distribution centers operated by the Israelis in the United States. And just yesterday, Israel has kidnapped all 12 members of the Freedom Flotilla, whose only goal was to bring aid and food to starving people facing a genocide. Shame! Israel has once again shown us that what it fears most is masses of people taking matters into their own hands. Masses of people who reject the isolation of Gaza and who are united in resisting a genocide. We're organizing here in the United States because we know that the United States is Israel's #1 partner in crime and is they're primarily responsible for architecting, funding, and enabling this genocide. And while we're mobilizing here, tens of thousands of people across the world are getting ready to march to Gaza across the Sinai Desert in Egypt to demand the opening of the Rafah border crossing. And I am so proud to announce that the Palestinian Youth Movement is sending their delegation to march to Gaza. So now I'm going to talk about the common thread that ties the Palestinian liberation struggle and the struggle for our immigrant communities right here in New York City and LA and across the country. The attacks on Palestinians and student leaders in the United States, like Mahmoud Khalil, are part of the same immigration struggle that we're coming out here for today. Both of the Palestinian liberation movements and our immigrant communities have been facing escalating levels of repression. Both of us have been systemically targeted, surveilled, stereotyped, and discriminated against. And both of us have been facing arrests, the revocation of visas, abductions, and deportations. And both of us have been facing criminalization on the basis of our identities. Now I'm going to ask a question. Why are we both facing the same struggles and the same attacks and the same challenges? Well, the answer is because our struggles are actually the same. Because both of our struggles face the same enemy. So who is the enemy of our struggles? Well, that enemy is ICE and the Israeli occupation forces. That enemy is the Trump administration. And that enemy is the entire machinery of imperialism headed by the United States. So this is why we're here with you today, and why the Palestinian Liberation Movement will always fight for the rights of our immigrants here in the United States. Our enemy uses fear as its primary tactic, and that fear has been weaponized to intimidate us, to suppress us, and to silence us. But one thing that's more scary than the police and ICE and the violence that we're facing, not fighting back, is scarier. In a world where we don't organize and where we don't fight back, and confront our enemies will win, and we can't have that. The last year has shown us that when we organize and when we fight back and when we confront our enemies, we actually make us safer. And more importantly, we know that we can win. So you get the program. Let's not be intimidated and let's not be silenced. Let's fight back. Let's fight back together. Let's struggle together and let's win together. Why Gaza is under attack. What do we do? What do we do when immigrant rights are under attack? What do we do? What do we do? Thank you.
Let's give it up for Yusuf, everybody! Who's ready to march? Alright, we got 3 more speakers, so we're gonna be going real soon. But you definitely want to be hearing these speakers because these are real, amazing organizers who have been in the struggle for a long time. So the next speaker I want to introduce is from the New York Immigration Coalition. The New York Immigration Coalition is a coalition of over 200 immigrant and refugee rights organizations in New York State. So let's give it up for Lovely from the New York Immigration Coalition.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! If we don't get it! If we don't get it! If we don't get peace! Thank you! The movement will not back off! The movement will not be stopped! We will not be deterred! The tension was orchestrated by Trump sending ICE and the National Guard into our communities to terrorize us. Our hearts are with the immigrant rights activists in LA fighting the good fight. Stephen Miller and Tom Holman hate when we get together and we tell our communities how to protect themselves and how to defend themselves and what their rights are. So they unleash a campaign of terror against immigrant communities across the country and here in New York State. They're so pissed off that we're educated and we know how to protect ourselves. Masked, unidentified agents are snatching up our mothers and our children and our fathers and our students. They're removing protections for immigrant children in detention facilities. Shame! ICE is stripping our brothers and sisters of due process when they're going to court. Trump is banning entry into the U.S. for our Muslim and African brothers and sisters. This is all an attempt to dehumanize us. No matter the setback, the movement will persevere. We will tell our stories and our mother's stories and our father's stories about how they came here and persevered and sought out an economic opportunity. We will tell their stories. You cannot erase us. The stakes are higher than ever, and all the while, our elected officials in Albany say they can't do nothing. And Eric Adams? Okay. He sold out immigrants as soon as he could, as soon as he got caught on those first class flights. Have a shred of courage and pass the New York for All Act. Stand up to Donald Trump. For all those that don't know, the New York for All Act bill requires that our state and local authorities and resources stop helping ICE to snatch up our families, separate our families, and sow fear in our communities. There are 2 days left in the state Senate session and 7 days in the Assembly. We don't have time. We don't have time. We need New York for All to come up for a vote now. If this is your first time coming to a rally, welcome. Welcome to the family. We will need your commitment to come out. We will need you to be brave and courageous. It's not enough to come out here and get inspired. They will continue to attack us, arrest us, and we will answer the call every time. This is our New York! All right, for those who are not holding up signs, before they kick me off this stage, I need folks to take out their phones and text NYIC to 52886. 52886. I want you guys to come out to the events. I want you guys to get on the buses to Albany. We need to tell them this is our New York! We will selflessly do what the movement requires of us. So if that means you're getting know your rights resources and you're distributing them, we're going to do that! If we're volunteering to accompany people to their court appointments, we're going to do that! Eyes out of courts! Eyes out of our neighborhoods! Eyes out of our community!
Thank you so much, lovely. Next, we are going to be hearing from a community organizer, a teacher, and someone who has fought tirelessly for her community. We are going to be hearing from Kathy from the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
Peace, everybody. We're all out here today because, like me, you are seeing your communities disappear. Our communities are being kidnapped and disappeared. And I don't use the word kidnapped lightly. I use it with a point because people are not being arrested when all their constitutional rights are being violated. When all the laws are being broken, when they are put in concentration camps, when they are put in detention centers that violate their human rights, they are being kidnapped, they are not being arrested. And we can never, ever respect a government that does not respect its own laws. I'm a teacher in New York City, a public school teacher in a 100. Shout out to all the teachers that came out today. Shout out to you. Because it is our students that can't even walk out of their house without fearing that they're going to be detained. I've seen students' eyes get watery, thinking that they're going to be sent to the same icebox that they were sent to when they first entered this country. My students fear that they're going to come home and their parents are not going to be home. But somehow, this government says that everybody has equal education. How can we have equal education when our students cannot learn in peace? And they do this They have the nerve to do this when they created the conditions for them to come here. How could they look at a Colombian family in the face and say, we're going to deport you after funding a 50-year civil war in our country? How could they look at a Palestinian youth in the face and say your parents are being deported to the same land we're bombing? How could they look at a Mexican family in the face and tell them you're going to be deported from the same land you're from, first of all, and the same land we've ruined with free trade agreements? But they try to justify it because the immigrants are supposedly the criminals, right? But do the immigrants have millions of black and Latino people locked up right now? No, it's this government. Do the immigrants rise up the rent? No, it's the state, it's the elite. Do the immigrants take away your health care? Do the immigrants not pay for higher education because they want to pay Israel's higher education with your tax money? No, it's this state. And we have one struggle. And let this be an eye-opener that we're all in this struggle together. Black, brown, Asian, white, working class, whatever you are, we are all oppressed people in this city. And there's more of us than them. Victory is imminent. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
All right. We are going to be having our last speaker before we march. We are going to hear from Red de Pueblos Transnacionales, and we are going to be hearing from their organizer, Suzanne.
Hello, everybody. I know we want to march soon, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. We're saying ICE out of New York. Can you say it louder for me? And como se dice en LA, chinga la migra. No se oye. Thank you so much. That makes me feel real good. Okay, so we're from Red de Pueblos Transnacionales, and we're up in the Bronx, and we're working with many indigenous immigrants, mostly from Mexico and other parts of Latin America, Honduras, and we are organizing, and we want to invite you to a gathering on June 21st. We're having a peace gathering, and we're going to walk around the Bronx, right? We're going to look, and we're going to see and show we're there. We are there, we live there, we work there. It's our community. And you can come, you're invited, 12 noon, 3rd Avenue, 149th Street. Large, ugly mural on the wall. And we will make our presence known, and we will be together. If you want to be in solidarity with indigenous immigrants who are here, lived here so long, and are some of the most at risk of being deported, and also some of the most organized. So come and join us, because that's what we need when you're highly at risk, not sure where you can go, what kind of benefits you can get, if you can go pick up your child at school. If we're together, we're stronger together, and we need you. Les necesitamos, estamos en la lucha juntos y juntas. Le esperamos en el Bronx. El 21 es el solstice, okay? So join us 12 noon. Find us on social media. Find us in the streets. If you can't come that day, we're all together in the stone. Chinga la migra!
Thank you so much, Suzanne. Who's ready to march? Who's ready to march? All right, we're going to be marching towards where the flags are, so you all can head over that way. Let's start with the chant. Can you all hear me? Okay. All right. Sanctuary for all. Sanctuary for Sanctuary for all, no ban, no wall. 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 Alright, everyone, so I know that we have a lot of people here, so we are going towards Reed Street. So you're going to head over towards Reed Street. There is a banner at the front that says ICE out of NYC. We want everyone to head over to Reed Street. We are going to take a right at Reed Street. So follow the banner.
ICE can stop, but we say no. Now's the time for Trump to go. Stop, but we say no. Now's the time.
No hate, no fear.
Hey, it's Ashley Bishop with Status Coup. John Farina and I are on ground in New York City at an anti-ICE protest where we are about to march toward the Immigration Detention Center where immigration court has been ongoing every day. If you saw the live stream this morning, I'm sorry, not the live stream, we were not live, but we were at the Immigration Detention Center this morning in New York City, and we posted on our socials several arrests that ICE agents were making outside of immigration court. So if you haven't seen that, do check out our socials, and we'll be posting more on YouTube later. So again, the protest is going to be marching toward the Immigration Detention Center, and I will talk to you more as we are marching down there.
Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate.
While John and I are trying to kind of find our way and see how we can get ahead of the march, if you were watching last night, you'll know that John and I were covering the anti-ICE protest in New York City in the same location as well, where several people were arrested. And like I said this morning, we were at the Immigration Detention Center right down the street here, and we were outside immigration court where ICE was arresting people as they left immigration court. And we saw them make several arrests. And as I'm sure viewers know, these anti-ICE protests have been organized in part in response to Trump's heavily militarized ICE raids in LA. And we've been covering the ongoing violent clashes between LAPD and protesters in LA as well. The excellent Tina Berg has been on the ground for days now covering the protests in LA. She will also be reporting live tonight from LA with Status Coup. So please do watch Tina and her coverage. Again, she's been doing some really, really excellent work. And for some context specific to the raids in LA, in part, what has happened is after falling short on the Trump administration's deportation goals, and by short, I mean less than Biden's daily numbers of deportations during his last year in office, Stephen Miller told ICE to stop focusing only on criminals and just go out there and arrest illegal aliens. That is a quote from Stephen Miller. And agents were told not to make target lists and instead just go to places like Home and 7-Eleven to seek out people to arrest. So that's what they did. ICE conducted a raid at an LA area Home Depot, which was the initial flashpoint for the ensuing protests. And Trump ended up overruling Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, and sent the National Guard to California, as well as now 700 Marines. And Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, is now suing the administration over this and has requested a restraining order to stop Trump from using the military to accompany ICE on their raids. And internally, ICE has set arrest quotas, deputized other federal agents, and warned staff of consequences for low arrest numbers. One official has resigned rather than fire deputies over their low numbers of immigrant arrests. So there you go. That's how we got here. Thank you to Stephen Miller. So as you can see, there's a lot of people here in New York City. As I say all the time in these live streams, I cannot see above like waist height. If you see the live streams, you can see how short I am. So I can't see the amount of people here, but there is a lot. There is a lot, and John is standing on something tall, trying to get a better shot for you guys. When he jumps down, I'll try to see if he's gotten a head count on how many people are actually out here, but it looks like a very lively crowd tonight. Last night was a much smaller crowd, and we have quite a bit more people here.
From Palestine to the Philippines,
All the walls have got to go. From Palestine to Mexico. All the walls have got to go. No bacon, no grease. Fascist ass police. No bacon, no grease. No fascist ass police. No bacon, no grease. No fascist ass police. No bacon, no grease. No fascist ass police.
So I just asked John for his head count. He thinks there's probably close to 5,000 people here, and I mean, from the like kind of sea of shoulders and waist that I'm in right now, that sounds about right.
Let's go around. They're making a right. I want to see if there's a group of protesters over here.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Okay, so John and I are taking a little bit of a detour. There's a group of protesters down the street in front of the Immigration Detention Center. So we're going to see what's happening over here. The march is making a right. I believe they said on Reed Street. So that's where the larger march is headed right now. So we're going to see what's happening over here. So we are walking down Duane right now. And for some New York City trivia, this area has the streets Duane and Reed, which is where the pharmaceutical store Duane Reed comes from. I don't know if that's interesting to anyone, but just a little piece of trivia. John, do you think that's interesting?
Yeah.
Sean says yes.
I think I actually knew that.
And he knew it. So it must be interesting since we both remember. All right, so we are headed to Broadway. Again, we're walking down Duane, about to hit Broadway. And there is another, it looks pretty large to me from what I can see, a pretty large protest.
Yeah, the group is marching now.
Okay, and you can see there is NYPD lined up all down Broadway right now. Clearly they are trying to contain protesters, on the side of the road, on the sidewalk. So SRG team looks ready to go.
Anything happen here?
So we are walking again down Broadway toward Thomas Street, where I'm going to assume this protest is going to meet up with the other larger march. So the part of the march that we're with just turned down Worth Street. And again, NYPD is flanking the march to the left of the march.
Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race.
The current chant, if you guys can't hear it, is every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face.
Still haven't even March hasn't left. There's definitely more than 5,000.
Okay, so John is saying there's definitely more than 5,000. I couldn't really see this, but we're coming up to where we just were, and the march basically hasn't even left yet. That's how many people are here right now. So massive crowd here tonight in New York City, showing up in opposition to ICE. In opposition to ICE and the heavily militarized ICE raids in LA and Trump's authoritarian tactics that he has been using to try to squash the protest and everyone's right to free speech.
They're great, and they do like live music videos like all the. We don't want ICE here. Say
We don't want ICE here! This is up! Immigrants, you make us proud! Say it loud and say it clear! We don't want ICE here! We don't want ICE here! We don't want ICE here!
As you can see, NYPD is turning down toward the detention center. So as the march is getting closer to the detention center, and everyone is walking in that direction, NYPD is also headed toward the immigration center. Immigration detention center.
Every gender, every race!
If you are watching this and you are not yet a paid member of Status Coup, please do join. You can join for as little as $5 a month or 16 cents a day. You can do that at statuscoup.com/join. And again, if you are not yet a paid member and you're watching this, please do join. If everybody doesn't join, Jordan will yell at me later. So that is my strategy tonight. Shame everybody into joining as paid members so that my boss doesn't yell at me. So again, everybody sign up for a paid membership with Status Coup for as little as $5 a day at statuscoup.com/join. And again, if you don't, I will get in trouble, so please do. I hope everyone knows that I'm kidding. I'm not going to get in trouble, but please do join. For everybody watching, Jordan just texted me and said that he did not yell at me. And I just want to clarify again, I'm very much kidding. Jordan did not yell at me. But you should sign up because we have a lot of plans for things that we want to do. We have been talking a lot about all of the trips that we want to do, all the reporting trips, and we can't do that without your support. So please do sign up as a paid member so that we can bring you more of this on-the-ground coverage and more trips and more fun stuff. And I promise Jordan is not yelling at me.
Okay, they go to Fascist USA! No ICE! Okay, they go to Fascist USA! No ICE! Okay, they go to Fascist USA!
can see on the live stream, John and I are kind of just in the middle of the march right now. I can barely see over people's shoulders and heads that there is NYPD kind of in the middle of the march where we are.
You're in the street. You gotta move out of the street, guys. Everyone here, move out of the street. Sorry, guys.
Okay, and if you could hear that on the bullhorn, NYPD is warning protesters to move out of the street.
I'm not going to switch, so try and keep the mic.
If you can hear that, the cop asked kind of incredulously if people want to get arrested already and that we should all move out of the street.
No fascist USA! No ICE! No KKK! No fascist USA! No
Quit your job!
The sidewalk. You will be placed under arrest.
Right? Okay. It's okay. The sandwich, sir.
This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and
let them know
obstructing
that's
vehicular
a warning.
traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk.
And on the bullhorn, I'm sorry, not on the bullhorn, on their speaker, NYPD is issuing their first official speaker warning, the dystopian speaker warning.
Charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk.
Again, warning everyone to move out of the street and onto the sidewalks.
If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct.
If you're just joining us on the live stream, this is Ashley Bishop with Status Coup. John Farina and I are on the ground in New York City at the anti-ICE protest, which has brought out at least 5,000 people tonight. If you were watching the live stream last night, you'll know that John and I were out here last night as well, covering another anti-ICE protest where several people were arrested, but it was a far smaller protest than tonight. This is, again, a very, very large protest. There's at least 5,000 people here tonight. This morning, John and I went to the Immigration Detention Center, which is right down the street from here. And we were outside of immigration court where ICE was arresting people as they left court and covered them making several arrests. If you haven't seen our footage of that, we did post some clips on Twitter and Instagram as it was happening, and the rest of it will be posted on YouTube. So once it's up, you should check it out. You should also check out our socials. So we posted those on Twitter and Instagram. And as I'm sure viewers know, these anti-ICE protests have been organized in part in response to Trump's heavily militarized ICE raids in LA and his authoritarian response to the protests that sprung up after the raids. And we've been covering the violent clashes there in LA as well. The excellent Tina Berg has been on the ground 4 days for Status Coup and has been doing some really excellent coverage. She will be reporting live from LA again tonight, so please do watch her with Status Coup again live tonight, where she'll be covering the effective war zone that LA has become over the last few days. It looks like we have new Status Coup members, Estee and Maudie. So welcome, Estee and Maudie. I'm sorry, I'm realizing now that that's your name is not Estee, it's Estee. So I apologize. And welcome. Thank you for becoming a new member.
Guys, back up onto the sidewalk, please. You don't want anybody getting hurt.
The only people gonna hurt us are you.
There's no way to get on the sidewalk. Jordan just sent me an update. He said Trump administration, and I'm sorry, this is from the Washington Post. The Trump administration is planning a major increase of deportations to Guantanamo, including citizens of Britain, France, and other allies. Officials said they are unlikely to inform the foreigners' home governments about the transfers. So things are escalating, and they're escalating quickly.
Check it on the app. Okay, thank you. Wait,
As we're just kind of idling here, I was thinking, earlier today when John and I got back from the detention center, that we were kind of making idle small talk and chatting with ICE agents who were in the hallway with us, the very same ICE agents who were arresting immigrants besides us, and watching them give those same immigrants they may or may not later arrest things like directions to the bathroom, and watching them make the same small talk with them that they were with us was a little surreal, and also a good reminder that some of these people are in fact monsters, but some of them have been made to be monsters. And the people who have been made to be monsters could have a breaking point, which is another reason we are out here covering this, and the people who are fighting back. And we have a new Status Coup member, Caitlin, so welcome, Caitlin. We are just idling right now on the corner of Duane and Broadway. I'm not sure what the next move here is going to be.
How many of you have heard the phrase? Have heard the phrase? Be water. Be water. Be water. Be water. Half of you who want to stay can stay. The other half who wants to go to the other side where the vans also go can go. Half of you. Let's roll. Every gender, every race. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face.
So the march is moving again. We're moving down Broadway again toward Thomas Street.
Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race. Punch a Nazi in the face. 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 Punch a Nazi.
So the march is headed toward Lafayette Street right now. And welcome new Status Coup member Jasmine. Welcome, Jasmine. Thank you for joining us at Status Coup.
Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender, every race, punch a Nazi in the face. Every gender.
If you're just joining us on the live stream, this is Ashley Bishop with Status Coup. John Farina and I are on the ground in New York City at the anti-ICE protest. If you were watching the live stream last night, you know that John and I were here last night as well, covering another anti-ICE protest where several people were arrested. Tonight's protest and march is markedly bigger than last night's was. There's at least 5,000 people out here in New York City tonight. And if you haven't been checking out our socials, mainly Twitter and Instagram for this one, John and I were at the Immigration Detention Center, which is right down the street from where we are right now. We were there this morning outside of Immigration Court, where ICE agents were waiting outside of court to arrest people as they left Immigration Court, and we saw several people getting arrested again as they left Immigration Court. We posted some clips from that on Twitter and Instagram earlier today. We will post more of the footage on YouTube as soon as we can, so please do look out for that as well. And in addition to our coverage here in New York City of the anti-ICE protest movement that has sprung up, Tina Berg has been covering all of the protests and the violent clashes in LA for us for the last several days. She's been out there the whole time doing some, again, really excellent coverage. She was hit with tear gas as well, so she's really been out there on the ground. She will be live again tonight for Status Coup, covering the war zone that LA has become. So please do, after you watch this live stream, tune in to see Tina's coverage on the West Coast in LA. And where the march is stopped right now is right in front of the street, the little side street that you would go down to get to the Immigration Detention Center here in New York City.
We are here! Because 100 people, over 100 people, are detained in this building, mothers, fathers, daughters. There are people who have gone to the hospital and then returned over here last Wednesday and on Saturday the community came out came out
to the 3 exits.
to the 3 exits
And tried to block
and tried to block
the vans driven by ICE, full of immigrants, going to detention centers. People made barricades. They did what they could to stop the machine from kidnapping people. Thank you all for being here. Because being here where ICE is, where prisoners are, is the work. What we have is a critical mass. Half of you that want to stay can stay. The other half can go over there to Elk Street so that these vans can see us when they're trying to do the devil's work. We are not here to tell people what to do, what not to do. Do what your heart tells you. Fuck the vans. 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 Fuck the vans.
Okay, so like the speaker just said, I believe that they are asking half of the demonstrators to go to Elk Street to block vans from leaving. So we are walking toward the immigration detention center, where some of the protesters are moving to, I guess, try to, again, block some of the vans from leaving.
Yeah. Good. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, so we're going to talk with one of the organizers of the protest today, who's also a member of Ice Watch. So what is happening here today? Why is everybody organized? Just for some context for people who may not be fully aware.
All right, there was a really big rally called today by PSL, and as New York City Ice Watch, we're calling out organizations that want to have rallies and speeches. Right now, there's 100 people detained in this building right here at 26 Federal Plaza. There's a garage right there. Vans driven by ICE agents full of detainees come out of this garage and out of the 3 exits right here, and we want them to see us so that the people that are detained, which are mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, that can know that they're not alone. There have been people at the courthouses at 7 a.m. every day warning immigrants, we call them compas, which means friend in Spanish, informing them of their new rights, which is to say that before it was always advised to do the legal thing and show up to court or to your ICE appointment or to your ankle bracelet appointment called ISAP. But now they're grabbing everybody, and we have to tell people so that they have informed consent to decide whether to go in or not, because going in, unfortunately, now means almost certain deportation and detention. So people show up here, and 3 days later they're in Louisiana, 3 days later they're in Texas. We work with people. We have one person, for example, an Argentinian family where the wife went in with their sister and was immediately detained, and the ICE agent told the sister that the father and the daughter should show up the next day with a plane tickets to leave the country. So, those are the people that we're helping out. That's the work. It's not about grifter organizations like PSL that just hold rallies based on the topic of the moment. The reason Los Angeles has had such a sustained uprising, and the reason Minneapolis had a sustained uprising in 2020, is because years of effort went into neighborhoods organizing real people, so that when the time came for an uprising moment, regular people were able to move in revolutionary ways. So right now, in New York, we are here at the root of the issue, where people are actually getting detained every day in the mornings to try and tell people about their rights and to help them. And here we are today, where the action really is, instead of doing a permitted rally.
We really appreciate you guys out here doing this actual work, and not just doing this work. I mean, you are putting faces to what would otherwise be anonymous people who are detained in this building behind us right now. These are people who, as you said, they are mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, people's friends, people's loved ones. There are people that have a lot of people in this country who care about them, and it's just really heartbreaking. We were at the Immigration Detention Center this morning, and we were, right here. Okay. We were here right here this morning in New York City outside of the immigration court, and we saw several people being taken immediately from immigration court to be arrested by ICE and carried away. So again, several arrests just this morning, and some of those people, there was one couple there. So a man and a woman with their baby who was in a carriage, and the man was, swarmed by ICE as soon as they walked out of the court. And it was just, like you said, these are people who have families and lives here, and it's just extremely heartbreaking. And we're just glad that there are organizations like yours out here doing this work and making people feel like there are people on the outside who do care. And if other people, in this country have become cold and turned off that piece of their humanity that allows them to care about this, that's not everybody.
Yes, and I don't want NYC Ice Watch to take credit for all of this, especially the court watching. There's a lot of organizations, immigrant-led organizations and activists that want to remain anonymous because of the danger of putting a face to this work, that are out there doing caring for migrants, whether they've been here for 10 years or whether they came from Venezuela 2 years ago or from Africa a year ago. And that is beautiful work that often is untold and often has to be secret in this country. But it's building community, and this is just a public expression of that community.
That's all really great. Is there anything else that you would want to add for viewers of Status Coup?
Yeah. NYC Ice Watch on Instagram. Feel free to send us a DM. And the police are always the enemy. ICE is always the enemy. It's abolish ICE. It's not about reform. Get involved in your community. Organize block by block. If you can't find an organization to do it, start your own. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Excellent note to end on. Again, thank you so much for talking.
No problem.
All right, so we will be out here covering the rest of the protests tonight. Again, we are in front of the Immigration Detention Center, which is to my left on Elk Street. And as they said, there will be protesters trying to block vans as they leave. And the other larger contingent of the march is on the main street. So we will be out here covering whatever happens for the rest of the night. And Jordan just sent me another update. A federal judge declined California's request to immediately block the Trump administration from using Marines and members of the state's National Guard to assist ICE on its raids. The judge scheduled a follow-up hearing for Thursday. So we will continue following this story and what happens on Thursday.
No press right now, please. Thank you so much.
No, I'll let you know.
Not sure if it was.
So they are having a private press-free huddle right now. So we're going to let them have their space over there, and they'll let us know when we can come back.
I want to keep an eye.
Quick clip. While they're talking, we're going to go right back over the detention center where the protesters we were just with are at. But we're going to take a quick look at the large protest across the street while we're waiting. We're headed back where the protesters in front of the detention center were huddled up.
Any gender, any race. Any gender, any race. Any gender, any race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Any gender, any race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Any gender, any race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Any gender, any race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Any gender, any race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Punch a Nazi in the face. Any gender, any race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Any gender, any race. Punch a Nazi in the face. Any gender, any race.
All right. SRG unit seems to be headed toward the detention center, toward down Duane Street, toward Elk Street. And protesters are pushing the barricades in the direction of NYPD.
Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Every gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Hold on! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Every gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Every gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Punch a Nazi in the face!
As you can see, NYPD are pushing the barricades back to where they were.
Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! 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 Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Punch a Nazi in the face! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, any race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Punch a Nazi in the face! Any gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! 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 Gotta go back to your car! Punch a Nazi in the face! Punch a Nazi in the face!
Let them know I gotta change the battery.
All right, John has to change his battery, so we will be right back.
Punch a Nazi in the face! Every gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Every gender, every race! Every gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Every gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Every gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Every gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Every gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face! Every gender, every race! Punch a Nazi in the face!
ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! Fuck ICE!
Yeah? Okay.
IOF, you're all the same! IOF, you're all the same! NYPD, KKK! IOF, you're all the same! IOF, you're all the same! NYPD, KKK! NYPD, KKK! IOF, you're all the same! IOF, you're all the same! NYPD, KKK! NYPD, KKK! IOF, you're all the same! NYPD, KKK! NYPD, KKK! IOF, you're all the same! IOF, you're all the same! NYPD, KKK! NYPD, KKK! IOF, you're all the same! IOF, you're all the same! Fuck ICE! 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 Fuck ICE!
So protesters are continuing to barricades in the direction of NYPD, who I will say is practicing restraint.
NYPD, KKK, IOF, you're all the same. NYPD, KKK, IOF, you're all the same. NYPD, KKK, IOF, you're all the same. NYPD, KKK, IOF, you're all the same.
All right, got it. Guy, touch my barrier again. All right? Because you know, I'm fucking going in there. Yep.
No, exactly.
Please be a badass and touch my barrier again.
Oink, oink, piggy, piggy! Oink, oink, piggy, piggy! We're gonna make your life shitty! Yo, McCarthy! Peppa Pig! Kill yourself!
Kill yourself!
Kill yourself!
Kill yourself! Kill yourself! Kill yourself! Kill yourself! Kill yourself! Kill yourself!
John was just telling me that the protesters are calling that one cop Pepper Pig because he sprayed himself with pepper spray a couple of months ago. So that is why he is now known as Pepper Pig.
Oh, bro, got electrified superior. Oh.
Yeah, we like tagging some of these folks, or are you guys with a news source, or?
To be fair, his face looks like a bulldog, so he always looks like he's about to cry. Fucking frog-looking piece of shit. No ice! No ice! No ice! No KKK, no fascist USA! 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 No fascist USA! No ice! No KKK, no fascist USA!
No KKK, no fascist USA! No ice! No KKK, no fascist USA! No ice!
The brown shirt, like that pin that he's wearing.
That guy that just walked that way?
Yeah.
No, they told us about him. We're gonna
my car now. I'll see if I can see it.
Do you know what he is?
No. No, he could be NYPD or anything. There's a whole bunch of agencies in here. So. But yeah, we'll either walk over there or we'll wait till he comes back to see. What do you guys think?
We don't know. It was like a monochrome, like it was the same color. It was just like a gold, like bronze pen. And it looked like there was like a star, or like a multi-point star, like almost like a compass, but I couldn't make it out really.
Okay.
There's gonna be a van coming.
Okay, so one of the protesters just ran over here to say that there might be a van coming down here. And if there is, as they've said, their plan is to block the van from being able to leave. And okay, so I can see down the street now, van turning onto Duane Street, where we are right now, again in front of the Immigration Detention Center. So protesters are going to try to block the van. So there it is. There is a van. Okay, so the van just kind of turned into the building. I don't know if there are further plans. We'll see. We're hanging tonight, and obviously we will be capturing any vans that do get blocked, don't get blocked.
Fuck NYPD. Well, he never.
How's it been over on this side? Yeah, fine. They started pushing the barricades a bit, and then cops came in and then came back, and it was like a little back and forth. Has there been any vans going out that way? No. Just that one that came in.
I went to Central Park. I went to Central Park for a photo shoot. I didn't know, but when you get up, I get on the circle. It's right over the Trump Tower.
Yeah,
I think he just
no.
Okay, looks like one arrest is being made right now. I'm sorry, 2 arrests. There are 2 people, 2 protesters being arrested right now.
What? Why would I say? For JS. Stand back. Stand back. I'm good. Now, right here. You can record. Move from my hand.
Dude! Signal man! Ready, guys? Let's do it.
Fucking cover pig, bitch!
So as you can see, 2 protesters were just walked away in the opposite direction. So as you can see, protesters are again pushing the barricades toward NYPD.
Abolish ICE! 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 You're all traitors! 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 You were complicit in this! You're all traitors! You're all traitors! You're all traitors!
I'm sending a video.
Video?
Yeah.
Shame on you! They're gonna come for you next!
Okay, someone was just telling John that there are, the NYPD has their buses down the street, so they're probably gearing up to be making arrests tonight. If you are just joining us on the live stream, this is Ashley Bishop with Status Coup. John Farine and I are on the ground in New York City at the anti-ICE protest, where around 5,000 people have come out tonight to protest against ICE. If you're watching the live stream last night, you'll know that John and I were out here last night as well, covering another anti-ICE protest where several people were arrested. And again, tonight there is a much, much larger turnout. There's around 5,000 people out here. So there are people, there's a smaller protest in front of the Immigration Detention Center John and I just were, and there's also protests on either side of the street. So we're walking closer to Broadway. We're walking down toward Broadway right now, where again there's a big protest going on. Okay, so I was just talking to someone. The guy in the baseball cap right there is Kaz Daughtry, the chief of public safety in New York. So chief of public safety in New York, and the men in the suits around him are his security detail.
16? Really? Yeah, we were right. Okay. All right.
There's also other protests. Also along there. That's the federal court.
Oh, maybe that's where PSL went.
Yeah.
Right, because he said that 15 were arrested.
So 15 were arrested there.
Oh.
And then in March, there's another one. There's another one protest. And all the way down to 200.
Okay, so it sounds like there's another protest at the federal courthouse. So we're going to go ahead in that direction and see what's happening. We've been getting reports that around 15 people have already been arrested right up here. That's not confirmed, cannot confirm that, but that's what we're hearing right now. And hopefully we'll be able to confirm that. John and I are, as you guys can see on the live stream that I actually can't. There are protests on every corner right here. Oh no, I'm sorry, Duane and Broadway.
I mean, if that guy's doing it. Can you open up this front flap here and see what the battery looks like? You're 38%. 38?
Shame on Trump, shame on Eric Adams. And shame on the enablers such as Andrew Cuomo and Adrian Adams. Shame on all of them. Hold them accountable. Voting matters, education matters, protesting matters, awareness matters. Tell people what's going on. Spread the word. Hell no to what's going on. People being snatched off the street. Hell no to democracy and free speech and their tax. And hell no to corruption, displacement, and exploitation. Free Palestine! Free Palestine And anyone who's and tell Netanyahu to go to hell and free Greta Thunberg and all that's arrested and bring Agent Gaza now. Starvation is a crime against humanity. And tell Benjamin Netanyahu how he acts like it's just like how they were acting with the Warsaw Ghetto in 1943. That's who Netanyahu is. That's who Benjamin is. They have been right at home attacking the Warsaw Ghetto in 1943. Don't let them ever forget that. So the same tactics are being used in Gaza that was being used in Warsaw during World War II. Shame on Trump, shame on Netanyahu, shame on Cuomo and Eric Adams and Adrian Adams for supporting genocide. And tell Chuck Schumer to grow his spine while at it. And Huffing Jeffrey too. And vote out and send it to me. And free the people tonight. Free the people. Free the people.
You can see on the live stream that one of the demonstrators is climbing on one of the streetlights, and NYPD is trying to get them to climb down. I can't fully see what's happening right now, but I assume NYPD is moving closer to the demonstrator that, again, is climbed on top of the streetlight. So Jordan just sent another update. Democratic Representative LaMonica McIver has been indicted on charges of forcibly impeding immigration officers at the New Jersey Detention Center facility in Delaney Hall. The Detention Center Delaney Hall in New Jersey. So again, Democratic Representative LaMonica McIver has been indicted on charges of forcibly impeding immigration officers at Delaney Hall, the ICE Immigration Detention Center in New Jersey.
Fuck you, little Timmy! Fuck you, little Timmy!
I don't know. Officer?
We have a new Status Coup member, Ariana. So welcome, Ariana. Thank you for joining as a member. Okay, it looks like the NYPD police bus is. I'm not sure where they're trying to move to.
I don't know. It's really confusing. My map also like all That's where the self-police go.
We're moving. We'll follow them.
Follow the crew!
Okay, looks like the protest is now moving down Broadway.
Car coming up.
And we have more new Status Coup members. You're not on fire yet. Jack and Christina, welcome you guys. Thank you for joining Status Coup. And if you are just joining us on the live stream, this is Ashley Bishop with Status Coup, and John Farina and I are on the ground in New York City at a very large anti-ICE protest where there's about 5,000 people tonight. And we are currently on the corner of Duane and Broadway, where NYPD is kind of lined up, trying to corral protesters onto the sidewalk, and mostly the protesters are on the sidewalks right now. If you watched us last night, you'll know that John and I were also covering another anti-ICE protest, which was much smaller, but several arrests were made last night. We've heard reports of around 15 people being arrested here tonight. We can't confirm that, but that's what we've heard so far. This morning, John and I were at the Immigration Detention Center, which is right down the street here. And we were outside of the immigration court where ICE was arresting people as they left court, and we covered them making several arrests. And if you haven't seen our footage of that, we did post some clips on Twitter and Instagram, so you should check those out, and we will post the rest of it on YouTube as well. And as I'm sure viewers know, all of these anti-ICE protests have been organized in part in response to Trump's heavily militarized ICE raids in LA and his authoritarian response to quashing the protests that sprung up after the ICE raids. And as we've been covering the violent, clashes here, we've also been covering them in LA. Tina Berg has been on the ground for Status Coup for days, and she's been doing some really excellent coverage in LA. So she will be reporting live for Status Coup tonight as well. So she will be on the ground in LA covering what has become a war zone in LA for Status Coup as well. So please, once the stream is over, check out Tina and her coverage in LA. And for some more context specific to the raids in LA, all of this has happened because after falling short on the Trump administration's deportation goals, and by short, I mean less than Biden's daily numbers of deportations during his last year in office, Stephen Miller told ICE to stop focusing only on criminals and just go out there and arrest illegal aliens, which is a quote from him. ICE agents were told not to make target lists, and instead of that, just go to places like Home Depot and 7-Eleven to seek out people to arrest. So just, people who are working, not the criminals and murderers and rapists we were told that the Trump administration was going to target. It is also just regular working people. So that is what they did. ICE conducted a raid at an LA area Home Depot, which was the initial flashpoint for the ensuing protests. And Trump overruled Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, and sent in National Guard troops, as well as now 700 Marines. Gavin Newsom is now suing the administration over this, and he's requested a restraining order to stop Trump from using the military to accompany ICE on their raids. Internally, ICE has set arrest quotas, deputized other federal agents, and warned staff of consequences for low arrest numbers, and one official has resigned over this. So that is how we got to this. And looks like in front of me, NYPD SRG is moving closer to where we are.
Step back, please. On the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk. You're not on the sidewalk yet. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. On the sidewalk. You're not on the sidewalk yet. Keep going. Come now. Come now. You too, baby.
Oh, your line is there. Let them tell you to come here. It's the big one. Oh, you. Oh, you.
As you can see, the NYPD police bus is right on the corner here.
Christopher, Michael, over here. You're broken the line. Christopher, follow the rule. No! Follow the rule! What is it?
Is it Michael or Mikael? I don't know. Schiaffo, Michael Schiaffo. Over here, bro. Come on, man. I know you can hear me. Christopher, can you ask Michael what the time is? Christopher, can you ask Michael what the time is? Christopher, can you ask Michael what he bowls? You know you bowl at 2:15. You know you're good at it. Get to the alley. You know you're bad. You're a bowler. can't understand what you're saying. Put your mask on. We can't understand what you're saying. Put your mask on. We can't understand what you're saying. Put your mask on.
Hey, as a requirement to have the funny hat, do you have to be short? Why do you all look like this?
Sidewalk. Come on, get on sidewalk. Get on sidewalk. Sidewalk right now. Come on. Sidewalk.
We're on the sidewalk.
Arresting somebody.
This is the sidewalk. Come on.
Okay, someone is being arrested. I can't fully see.
Alright, lock arms! Lock arms! Lock arms! Lock arms! Lock arms! Lock arms! Lock arms if you're in the front! Push on the backs of the people! Lock arms if you're in the front! Lock arms! Lock your damn arms! Lock your damn arms or get pushed back! Push on the person in front of you! Lock arms! Hold the fucking line!
Go this way.
Why are you taking him?
Hello?
All right, something.
All right, go over here.
All right, there are. I can't really see. I'm sorry, guys. There's some kind of clash happening between NYPD and protesters. We heard someone saying that one of the protesters was getting kicked by NYPD. And again, you guys have a better view. You guys have a better view right now than I actually do of what's happening. And cops are pushing protesters back.
This is your fucking justice!
What's up?
Sorry. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? You fucking losers! It's sad! Watch it! That's sad! Nazi scum! Nazi scum! Nazi scum! It's sad! Nazi scum! 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 Nazi scum!
All right, as you guys can see, there was just a clash, let's call it, between NYPD and protesters. And again, that happened after we heard that someone was being arrested. I'm not sure what the pretense for the arrest was. Perhaps not being on the sidewalk, I'm not sure.
It's sad, guys. You could do anything else.
One protester is being carried away right now, and there's are two others coming from the direction of where the immigration detention center is.
You should be ashamed of that fucking name. You hear me? You should be fucking
This is your fucking justice! All of this is your fucking justice!
Look at me! I want you to hear my fucking words! I feel like our community! You know that?
You're fucking just nodding your fucking head!
I know your mom and your dad came here to sacrifice. They sacrificed their lives for you! And you're over here bootlicking! For you! And you should be ashamed of that name, Malcolm! Malcolm X!
I hope none of y'all believe in God. Does that mean I wanted? Shame on you. 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 What do you think? What? Yeah. The police are going to keep
push button. Move it.
NYPD, KKK! I know what they're all the same! NYPD, KKK! I know what they're all the same! NYPD, KKK! I know what they're all the same! NYPD, KKK! I know what they're all the same! NYPD, KKK! I know what they're all the same! NYPD, KKK! I know what they're all the same! NYPD, KKK! ICE, they're all the same! NYPD, KKK! ICE, they're all the same! Tell me what you're fighting for! Antifada People's War! Tell me what you're fighting for! Antifada People's War! Antifada, Antifada! Long live the Antifada! Antifada, Antifada! Mobilize the Antifada! New York to Gaza! Mobilize the Antifada! Mexico to Gaza! Mobilize the Antifada! Mobilize the Antifada! Mobilize the Antifada! From Palestine to Mexico! All these walls have got to go! From Palestine to Mexico! All these walls have got to go! 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 Ale, 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 ale! Ale, 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 ale! Ale, 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 ale! From Palestine to Mexico! All these walls have got to go!
From Palestine to Mexico. All these walls have got to go. Free our prisoners, free them all. Every fascist state will fall. Free our prisoners, free them all. Every fascist state will fall.
NYPD, KKK! NYPD, KKK! I see either all the same! I see either all the same! NYPD, KKK! NYPD, KKK! I see either all the same! I see either all the same! NYPD, KKK! NYPD, KKK! I see either all the same! 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 NYPD, KKK! I think he's in the green hoodie right there. It was kind of like all the
Pretty big protest today. Again, there's around 5,000 people out here. I have not seen, any of the corporate legacy media out here tonight. No CNBC, MSNBC, CNN. It is just us. So another good reason to support our work at StatusCoup.com/join, where you can become a member and support our work on the ground so that we can keep covering this protest and do more on-the-ground reporting for you guys. Hey guys, so we're going to be signing off now. We hate to do it, but Tina Berg is going to be reporting from LA on the protest there. So we have to sign off so that she can start her live stream. So that's what we're doing. But there's still a lot of activity happening right now in New York City. So we're going to keep recording. If there's anything to report back to you guys, we will post as we are able to, or as soon as we are able to. So again, John and I have been on the ground live in New York City covering the anti-ICE protest that's happening right near the Immigration Detention Center here that John and I were at this morning, covering arrests that were being made of immigrants by ICE as they were exiting the immigration court. It is just us out here. If you've been watching, you can see that there are no other big cameras out here. No other news stations are out here. It's really just us on the ground. Corporate media is ignoring this 5,000 person protest tonight. There's no MSNBC. There's no CNN. Again, they are not here. So please do support our work so that we can keep covering this for you guys. It really helps if you become a paid member. You can do that for as little as $5 a month at statuscoup.com/join. And like I said earlier, make sure that you do that so that I don't get in trouble with my boss. Jordan would very much like it if you guys would sign up tonight. So again, if you can, please do become a paid member at statuscoup.com/join so that we can keep bringing you this independent reporting on the ground here in New York City. So we are going to sign off now so that Tina can start her live stream. So stay tuned on Status Coup. Don't leave us. Stay right here. Just switch over to Tina's live stream so that you can watch her coverage of the anti-ICE protest in LA. So we will see you again soon. And that's it for us tonight. Bye.